Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a couple of videos from the Modern King titled Feminist Learns She Needs Men the Hard Way, which is strange when you think about it because needing men was a universal truth until a few years ago. Today's video was suggested to me by Matrix of Madness. I am going to leave both of their channels linked in the pinned comments, so make sure you go and subscribe to these guys. Don't forget to leave your own comments, and let's jump right into the video.
What is going on here?
I can feel my own cooling.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh?
Yeah, you're not supposed to be doing that.
You know, I have a boyfriend. You don't need to be talking to me. I know what to do with my car. Thank you.
Well, someone's calling you, boyfriend.
The thing that surprises me the most isn't that she completely messed up her engine or that she told the man that was helping her that she shouldn't be using water in her car. It's that she didn't even bother to consult with YouTube or Google before doing that. I guess she was too busy using her phone for Instagram to do anything practical.
Oh no!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What is going on?
Modern woman would rather pretend to be smart than learn something as practical and borderline idiot-proof as jumper cables. It's almost impressive how these women figured out a way to screw that up.
We do.
We don't need them.
We do.
No, because they're lesbians.
Who do you call to get your car fixed?
Don't forget, I'm also just a girl standing in front of a boy.
Here's a woman who knows her limitations and calls a man who actually knows how to change a tire. And it's sad that, you know, this is considered a flex. It used to be just an everyday thing to call a man to help with the car.
I'm literally shaking right now because I just had a man approach me in a parking lot. He's, "Excuse me, miss," and I don't know why he's me or what he was trying to do. And before he was probably 30 feet from me when he said, "Excuse me, ma'am." And I turned around and I literally yelled at him and I said, "Do not approach me. No male should ever approach a woman in a parking lot, ever."
This woman is freaking out over nothing. A man was keeping his distance and trying to get her attention in a full parking lot in broad daylight. Something tells me that he wasn't trying to plot a kidnapping.
Kind of willingly and very gladly. And I said, "Well, how hard can it be? Boys do it." And then I said, "How hard can it be? Boys do it." And that time it hit me in my chest and I was like, "Oh my God, that is so real. That is so real. It's just too real." So how hard can it be? Boys do it.
How sad is it that women would rather destroy their car than just admit that there's no shame in having a man help her with that very same car? A modern woman's desire to be right will always be more important than her desire to be practical.
Está bien, ¿no?
You should have poured some water there. Don't do that.
I understand why some people would try to fix a dent themselves to try and save some money, but there comes a time when you just need to understand that seeking professional help for your car and spending money is cheaper than losing your dignity on the internet.
And the car fell and landed on my hand.
Hey, it's Kenny. Now, if you're going to jack up a vehicle, here are 3 things to remember. Number 1, always set the emergency brake. The parking brake on a vehicle is not designed to hold that vehicle in those type of dynamic situations where the weight of the vehicle changes from front to rear and vice versa. Even better would be to chalk the wheel opposite of the one that you're jacking up. Number 2, when you jack up a vehicle, take the wheel that you're taking off of the vehicle and slide it under the vehicle. That way, if it does fall, it does not fall all the way to the ground, and then you're able to jack the vehicle up again. Number 3, be sure to keep any body parts, legs, arms, etc. from underneath the vehicle. People have had to get amputations from the vehicle falling on these body part members.
I will admit, there are a few nuances to changing a tire on a car, but it's nothing a novice can't handle. And yet this woman clearly didn't bother to learn these before assuming she could easily change a tire on 2.5 tons of metal.
You know what I'd like to see from men on International Women's Day?
What?
I'd like to see them doing things that would actually have a positive impact on women's lives.
Well, they are the garbage men picking up your used cat litter. They work in the sewer system to clean up your nasty mine for coal so that you can have electricity to cry about what a victim you are online. Drill for oil so you can have gas in your car to make it to Taylor Swift's concert. Are the truck drivers delivering coffee to your local Starbucks. And are the ones risking their lives working the most dangerous jobs in the country so that you can live a life that's safe and sound. Maybe you should be the one that's more appreciative of men. Dang. That's tough.
Men do some of the most dangerous jobs on the planet, but every single time a man tells a modern woman that is rudely disregarded because women could do those jobs as well if she wanted to, but it's awfully convenient how that never happens.
You're 39. How many children do you have?
3. And 3 baby daddies, and they all gangbang.
So what do you want as an outcome?
I want somebody that's loyal. It's really hard to find loyalty nowadays. You really can't find it at the next corner or none of that. Like these men now.
Hold on. Loyal to what end? Like a husband? What are you talking about?
I want a husband. I want to get married, have kids.
Why,
I want to live in a house.
Hold on.
I always find it interesting how these women go on and on about the things that they want from men. They talk about how they want marriage and all the luxuries that come with it, but they never talk about what they're willing to do for the men who are taking care of her.
You're 39 with 3 children, right?
Yes.
How old is your youngest?
3 years old.
And you want more children?
Of course I do. I really want 6. Is something wrong with that?
What do you do for a living?
I get EDD. Is that, I
don't know what that is.
Unemployment.
So you're an unemployed mother of 3 with 3 baby daddies, and you talking about you can't find a man?
Yes.
She's acting like not getting what she wants is somehow unfair, even though she has literally nothing to offer a man except 3 more mouths to feed and a woman who not only will refuse to contribute financially, but clearly refuses to even do so much as get a job. Ha! What a keeper.
I'm pretty sure God, I want somebody that's going to help me. Like, you don't think that I could get that?
It's called Jesus.
Sorry, but you don't think that I can get somebody to help me? You don't think a man is going to love me?
It's called Jesus.
Huh?
Jesus.
So basically you telling me to call on Jesus.
And a therapist.
I love it when these women tell on themselves. She starts by saying that she wants a loyal man and pretending that she wants love, but then during her self-entitled rant, she openly admits that she just wants someone to help her financially.
How much an alpha man, and I'm only talking the real men, should be spending on a wedding ring.
Oh, this ought to be good.
I was always taught, at least in my circle.
According to your circle. A circle which is basically you and a bunch of your friends magically pulling some number out of your ass that you've decided is what needs to be spent. I wonder what that number's going to be. Let's find out, shall we?
That a guy should spend 3 months of his salary on the wedding ring. So if you're making about $100,000 a year, what is it, divided by 12 times 3 should be about like what, 25,000? Yeah, that sounds about right.
Does anybody else find it funny how this woman immediately challenges a guy's manhood if he's not willing to spend a down payment on a house, on an engagement ring? I'm not even certain she knows what $25,000 ring even looks like.
3 months of his salary. So a quarter of his entire income for 1 full year. For a meaningless rock that really has only one value. For you to lord over your girlfriends trying to outdo them. As in, my boyfriend's better than yours because he spent more money on them. And they say it's all about love and companionship. Please. Let's be honest. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. Nothing more, nothing less. You know it, I know it, and she obviously knows it, because that's what she's telling us. Oh, what, you don't believe that? Well...
Modern women have no idea how numbers work because she has no clue on what a man has to do to make his money. And if a man is making over 100K a year, he's not spending a quarter of it on a piece of jewelry for a wedding.
I mean, it's a wedding ring. It's what she's going to have on her finger forever. You better invest in that. I mean, honestly, if you're not making over $100,000 a year, you have no right to be married. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
Is this where I say I told you so? All right, now that we've heard her side, let's hear what a real man actually should spend on an engagement ring. The amount is, drum roll please, $0. You shouldn't spend 1 freaking cent on an engagement ring for a woman with expectations like this.
The amount of disrespect it takes for a modern woman to demand that a man spend an unreasonable amount of money on a ring is staggering. But if there's any justice to be had in this case, it's that she will never get married, because no man in his right mind is going to put up with this kind of an attitude. So her demands are completely meaningless.
Because, as I said, she doesn't care about you. She doesn't care about having a relationship. She cares about one thing and one thing only: status, in the form of money. And the best way, probably the only way she can get that status, is by extracting as much as she can from your wallet. She's never going to care about you as a human being. She's never going to treat you as anything more than a walking ATM. Which is why she's flat out saying that as a man, if you're not making $100,000 a year, you aren't worthy enough to be married.
For all of the things these women talk about wanting love and romance, they spend an awful lot of time harping over a man's finances. They claim to want a good man, but we all know she wants a man with a lot of money. This is practically common knowledge nowadays.
I wonder, though, does she hold herself to that same standard? Does she demand that women like her bring to the table a minimum salary of $100,000 a year? Of course not. No, today's modern women think that the only thing they need to bring to the table is themselves. And most of the time, themselves is about on par with what you can buy at Dollar Tree or Dollar General. So, gentlemen, save yourselves a lot of stress and trouble and take that $25,000 and invest it.
The idea that a woman's presence is more than enough to bring into a relationship makes zero sense. It's a concept that is so insane that they can't even explain how that is supposed to work.
His birthday and contribute to my birthday dinner.
Oh.
I invited 10 people. We were all just having a good time, you know, just ordering drinks and food. And then the bill came. The bill was $4,600.
Oh, what?
But he literally pitched in $18.
Oh. Well, hell, Victor, I need to hear this. Tell me your part.
Hey, well, let me tell you the truth. So basically, she went to a restaurant that she can't afford, and other people were there was ordering steaks, lobster tails, all that. And I looked at the menu. I knew I wasn't going to buy all that. So I bought calamari and a Sprite for $18. And that's what I gave her, and she looked at me crazy, and I looked at her crazy right back. Because I'm the only one with sense, baby.
It's his birthday and contribute to my birthday dinner.
He's absolutely in the right, guys. When it comes to something as crazy as that, you should only pay for what you ordered. He's under no obligation to cover the dinner bill for people who can't afford steak and lobster on their own dime, and that's just common sense. So,
oh, no, I just take a little Caesar salad with chicken, grilled chicken. I'm good. Order what you want. Go ahead, order what you want. Ooh, ain't nobody ever told me that. Okay, can I get the mozzarella sticks, the 12 counts, and the spinach dip with the pot stickers and the chicken nachos as the appetizer? Okay, that's my appetizer. Okay, what y'all got over here? Oh, okay, y'all got chicken wings. Let me do the teriyaki wings. Let me get a 12 piece of them. Oh, y'all got honey lemon pepper. Let me get a honey lemon pepper too. Let me get that too.
Modern women have forgotten the golden rule when it comes to life. There's no such thing as a free lunch, or dinner in this case. And yet she demands that a man pays for her food waste.
Okay, I think that's it for the wings. Oh, y'all got shrimp scampi? Let me get a shrimp scampi. And a ribeye. Oh, that ribeye look good as hell. Let me get a ribeye medium and the sirloin and fried shrimp. That sound good. I think that, no. Okay. Atlantic salmon. Can I add Atlantic salmon on there?
I know this is a skit, but you know there's at least a dozen men out there who have had a dinner date that went exactly like this. Has this happened to any of you guys? Let me know in the comments down below.
I think that's it.
Okay, and this is all one check, correct?
No. It's not all together. That would have never been all on one check. Ma'am, that's enough food for everybody in this restaurant. No. Put everything on her ticket. Actually, the salad I got, it won't make a dent in her ticket. Let her pay for it. I put a little something on it. You know, something ain't no, ma'am. She crazy, right? Ain't she gotta be what? Did you get food for work? Actually, I ain't never walked out on a date before. But there's no way you finna bring all this to this table and I'm gonna sit here? Hell no.
The only smart move in a situation like this is to just walk away. When a date decides to disrespect you by just assuming you'll pay for her overindulgences, the only proper thing to do is to leave. Men deserve more respect than that.
I've been single for a long time. I go on these dating website advice things, and I read recently that a woman should offer to pay for 50%, half the dinner on the first date. So they said men would definitely say no, but they'll appreciate the effort. Well, the last couple of times they've said yes. So I thought, this backfired. Let me see. My question is, do men really appreciate it? And should women offer to pay for half on the first date?
No.
Women will go to advice columns and advice channels that are run by women and give dating advice to women that will never work. Notice how she said her plan backfired. That's because nowadays a man is going to call your bluff a lot more when it comes to overpriced food and drinks.
No, they don't appreciate it, and you shouldn't offer it. It's just, look. You know what? I really get sick of dating sites trying to play both sides of the fence. You want to match a woman up with somebody, but then you want her to be this totally independent, standalone person. Well, guess what? A man can't be an independent, standalone person. A man, a heterosexual man, is nothing without a woman.
It's crazy to me that how these women will try to say that she's strong and independent and doesn't need a man, but will turn around and date a man and then depend on him to pay for her meal because she's just a weak, dainty flower. But
I genuinely need the universe to explain. I'm over here ready to be wifed, though. I'm ready to fall so in love. Like I'm ready to give someone serious babies. I'm 31 today, and no one is sitting across the table from me at dinner and holding my hand or telling me how beautiful I look or coming home and doing whatever it is that people do. It's unfair. It's ridiculous.
It never ceases to amaze me how these women wait until they're aging out to tell the men they actively ignored for over a decade that after years of riding the carousel and chasing a lifestyle they grow to resent, that they are finally ready for the men they secretly despise.
No, darling, I hate to break it to you, but what it is reality. The reality for you and millions of women just like you. And before I forget, I genuinely want to wish you a very happy birthday. I hope it went well. And I hope I'm not ruining your birthday by being the bearer of bad news. The bad news, sadly, being that the odds of you finding what you're looking for, that man to settle down with, that man to help you have babies, is probably somewhere between slim and none.
One thing these women will never understand is at any point in their youth, they could have found a good man that would love them and stay loyal to them. But instead, she waited until nobody wanted her to say that everything in life is unfair. But anyway, guys, we're going to leave today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Peace.